Hey YouTube, it's Rachel. Today was day one of my pre-op diet. Like I said, I'm going to really try and stick to liquids the majority of the time. And so I'm going to talk about what I ate today and then some other things that I'm thinking about eating on my diet and then I'm going to try. I pack my protein in these little portion packers. I can't talk today. I pack my protein in these little portion packers, and they come from Walmart in a set of 4 for like $1.50. So this morning, before I left the house, I made a vanilla protein shake and I mixed it with water, and then I put some decaf coffee grounds in it and mixed that up because I am kind of a coffee drinker, and so it's kind of replacing that for me and still giving me the coffee taste. So that's what I did for breakfast this morning. And then for lunch, I've talked about using these sugar-free syrups, but I took one of those little packers of strawberry protein and mixed it with water, and then I added imitation banana syrup. So that's what I did for lunch. And then later in the day, I made a chocolate shake with imitation coconut syrup. And that was pretty good too. Kind of like a Samoa, if you're into that, coconut and chocolate. So that's what I had for my protein shakes. And then I also drank a few things of Crystal Light, the iced tea with lemon, the Walmart brand. I'm not a huge fan of iced tea with lemon, but it's kind of growing on me. It's not so bad. And I also had some chicken broth. And then I have made some stuff I'm going to try later tonight, and I might have like a cup of hot tea or something before I go to bed. I'm really hungry. Like, this is not easy. I'm really hungry. And I think the difference is, though, like, if I had been at home all day, then when I was hungry, I could have just made another shake, or I could have gotten more broth, or I could have done something. But I'm substitute teaching through the end of the school year, and so I was subbing in a classroom that I'm not familiar with. I didn't know where the teacher's lounge was. I didn't know if I would have like a refrigerator or a microwave. And so I just took protein shakes with me in my blender bottle, and then whenever I had a chance would run down to the water fountain and would fill it up and put Crystal Light in there, would put a protein shake in there, and did it when I could, but it wasn't very often. So there was times that I went like 3 and 4 hours without anything, and I was really, really hungry and thirsty. And then I also couldn't leave the classroom because I couldn't leave the kids, and I had to pee so bad all day long. And I normally, like, I guess I'm constantly dehydrated because I usually don't have to pee very much, but I had to go so bad that it hurt, and I would have to wait until like my lunch break and like the end of the day and like planning period, and so that was kind of hard. And I don't know why I didn't think about liquids, drinking a whole bunch of liquids making you have to pee, but anyways, so that's kind of how my day went as far as that. I am using an app on my phone that's called Calorie Count, and I put that in there, and it keeps up with the carbs and the grams of protein and the calories and all that stuff that I eat in every meal, and it also has a place to track how many fluid ounces that you've had. So I've been doing that. And then the other thing is I finished reading this book today, the Before and After Living and Eating Well After Weight Loss Surgery. And there's a lot of really good recipes in here, but one thing that it talked about was like new ways to think about getting your protein in that I wouldn't have thought of. I had mentioned one of these before that actually isn't in her book, but I think is a good idea. And these two things I haven't tried yet. So number one isn't in the book, but I took one of the New Way liquid protein shots and I made it with Jell-O. So I made raspberry Jell-O with watermelon liquid protein. What I did was, because I added the 1 cup of boiling water to this, and then added this and half a cup of cold water, because this is only half a cup, and you're supposed to have half a cup of boiling water and half a cup of cold water. So I did half a cup of cold water, this, and a full cup of boiling water, and the Jell-O packet. And those are setting in the fridge right now, so I'll let you know how that goes when I try it. One thing she did mention in her book was taking ready-to-drink protein shakes, like milk and stuff, and using those to make sugar-free pudding instead of regular milk, because then it's adding more protein to it. So what I did was I bought a thing of cookies and cream muscle milk, and I mixed it with chocolate sugar-free Jello pudding. And so I'm also going to try that tonight later on, and see how that goes, because it gives you 25 grams of protein in all this pudding. And I mean, obviously you're not going to eat it all at once, but if you're going to have sugar-free Jello and sugar-free pudding anyway, why not put protein in there if it tastes okay? So I'm going to try that today. And then the two other things I was going to show you, or I guess three, a lot of people have talked about having like the right size portion stuff for yourself so that you don't have this huge plate and this little amount of food and like feel weird about it. So I bought these. First of all, I bought this. These are little mini baking pans, and they're for making like mini banana nut breads and stuff. But I've seen recipes on here for mini meatloafs, and so I thought that might be a good idea. I'm gonna try it. And then I bought this little ramekin. This one is 2 ounces, and you can use it in the microwave, in the oven, in the dishwasher, and whatever. It's actually a little souffle cup, but it's 2 ounces. And then these I got at Walmart, and this is a 4-ounce ramekin that can be microwave and oven safe and dishwasher safe, and it comes with a lid, and they come in a pack of 2 with the 2 ramekins and the 2 lids for like $4. This is the package. It came from Walmart. And they're 4 ounces, so it's half a cup, so that is perfect. And you can bake with them in the oven, you can use them in the microwave, whatever. So I think that that's really perfect. So I bought 2 sets of those so that I would have 4, and maybe I can kind of pre-do meals and have things in the fridge. And I honestly, if that's working for me, I'll probably go and buy more, because that's really the perfect size. And with the lid and everything, you know, if you do have leftovers and whatever, and you can make things ahead of time and keep it in the fridge. So that's my ideas for right now, and that's kind of how today went. If you do have a chance to get this book, I bought it on Amazon, one of the used ones, for like $3, and it's really a pretty good book. It has a lot of recipes in it and just new ideas, and really good tips and stuff for it, and a lot of weight loss surgery like quotes that I've heard people talk about, I really think came from this book. Like the whole nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, and I'm trying to think because I've highlighted a lot of stuff in here. I thought this was really cool. The whole thing about like eating too fast and that making you sick. She said that my surgeon explained that our stomach configuration is like the drain in a sink. If you turn on the water slowly, the water smoothly flows down the drain. But if you turn on the water full force, the drain backs up. And that makes sense to me. And that's something I'm really going to have to work on, that I've been thinking about a lot today. Because this morning I woke up and I was trying to hurry up and drink this first 16-ounce glass of water. And I started chugging it and like gulping it down. And I was like, I cannot do that after surgery. Like, I have got to learn to sip. I've got to learn to chew things better, and that's the kind of things that I really struggle with. But there's really just some really good ideas in this book, and I think that anyone who hasn't should check it out. She has a lot of the same beliefs that I do about like not testing your dumping syndrome, and that she has a really big fear of it, and she just doesn't ever want to know. And the people who do push it and find out, like if you find out at 3 months that you can have half a sleeve of Girl Scout cookies, then what are you going to be eating 2 years post-op when you can have bigger portions and you don't, you know, that isn't an issue anymore. And so I just don't ever want to know. And she really sticks to the whole rule that I talked about not having more than like 8 to 10 grams of sugar in a serving of something. And there's another really interesting thing she said. She said that she does have things like full sugar desserts and stuff, but she has like 1 bite of like something else that somebody has with her or knows to push that away. And I wish I could find the quote, but I don't want to sit here on the video and search for it. But it says something about having 1 bite of something spectacular is better than having a whole lot of something ordinary. I think that's what it says, and that says a lot. And but anyway, today was okay. I was just really hungry and I had to pee a lot. But if anybody has any ideas about putting in the new whey bullets with Jello or mixing the pre-made drinks with pudding, or if you think that's cool, or whatever, shoot me a comment. But thanks for watching. This was day one. Oh, and I forgot to say, I weighed myself this morning and I was 262.4. So I was 264 originally, like 0.8. And then I had lost some weight when I first started pre-op dieting. And then I really got in my whole last meal phase. And I ate and I drank and was merry and gained weight back that I had lost. So I'm back to 262. I'm going back to only weighing in on Mondays. And so next Monday I'll let you know how I did after the first week. But thanks for watching, and wish me luck.